Hey guys, this is your Romani with the Blind World here, and it's July the 5th, 2024, and this is something I want to talk about because they closed down lately, and I want to make a record of this. I want to make kind of a legacy of this, history of this, because it's unlikely that this place will ever open again. And they're based on 7274 Queen Street, close near the Quays, and near Smithfield, in the area of Fitzborough, Dublin 7, on the north side of Dublin, close into town. And this place is called Aspire, and it is a autistic group. Now, before, you could only join this autistic group if you had Bardet-Biedl syndrome, which is what I have. And I went to this social group before COVID happened. So I was there in 2018, 2019, up to 2020. And what I liked about this social group is that you could come and you'd be talking to other autistic adults that would be in the same age group, that would not be significantly disabled, would not have the mindset of a child, and just other autistic adults that you could interact with and hopefully form friendships with. And there would be an area in Aspire where that area would be booked out for the social group, and it would belong to us. What I loved about it is that they would play 2000s music from the 2000s, because I don't like today's music. And, you could order drinks, you could order food. And I loved it because I was in a different environment. And even that the arcade and bar have closed down, I'm still going to cherish the social group. And it even took me a while to come back after COVID and join them. Now, I've been reading up on this because I only found this out recently. And I think it's sad, and it's our government to also blame in Ireland. It's the Irish government that need to take responsibility, and I want them to take responsibility. So the staff, the manager, and this is what I gather from being online, they have closed down because they are not willing to raise the prices of their establishment because of the Irish living crisis, which is happening. And I applaud them for that. I absolutely applaud them for that, and that's their principles, and I believe in their principles. And I want to say to them that it's been a privilege to come to their bar. It's been a privilege to walk in the door. It's been a privilege to just get linked by someone and being brought into the room that we guys use for our meetings. Because a lot of the guys we had on one occasion where we were in the main area of Token arcade bar and just the bar area, and a lot of our guys had sensory overload, and I got around easy enough with using my orientational mobility because I'm a long cane user, and the help of the staff in the bar itself. And before, we used to have a room down in the basement, and we moved further up, a room beside the bar. Now, again, before I go off topic, I want to say thank you to them. It's been an honor and a privilege going into them, and it's something I'll miss doing, of getting a taxi out there and getting a taxi back from there and having amazing food. because I've had food there that I like. Sometimes I overeat there. And I've met friends from that social group that I'll never forget. And it's a shame they've had to close down because of high housing prices. But remember, you guys, in Ireland, the only person to blame for that is the government of Ireland, who should have done something with the housing crisis, and yet they haven't done something with the housing crisis. So I blame them for that and not the employees and the manager, even though it makes me mad and whatnot. But that's a story for another day. But I want to say, congratulations to them, and that I want it known from this video that they had someone of the visually impaired community and the blind community, and that's an Irishman that basically drank, ate, and interacted in their bar and social group. I never played on the slot machines because I didn't know if they were accessible or not, but that's the only regret that I have. And anyone watching this video online, I just want to say a huge thank you to them, huge thank you in their privileges, their principles, because I'm glad they didn't up the price, because that says more about them than our government. And just, I will miss them. They will have a place in my heart, and I want to put this video up so they are not forgotten like any other business that closes down and is not talked about afterwards. And if any of my blind members are watching this, they may not be the most accessible place in the world to you, but to me, they were accessible as they could be, and I had a good experience with them because it felt like I was in an actual bar listening to music and actually having an interactions with people and not being isolated or in the dark, and having a somewhat same experience as someone with full vision would have. And I want that to be an eye-opener. I want people watching this to realize this is how I feel on the topic, and even though I'm rambling, I want people to know that the closure of the Token Bar and Arcade in Token Smithfield, near the stalls and the apples, it will hold a special place in my heart, that they had a visually impaired person go there, and that it's a place where I met friends, and that I am a person with autism. It may not be significant autism, but they held a place in my heart. I want to acknowledge that, and I want them to know that it means a lot to me, Jordan Matney, Jordan Mahoney, and if I could, I'd buy the place if I had enough money. I'd buy the place, I'd do it up, and I would make it where they could work and just make a living, because them closing down, them not upping the price, and the situation they're in on their closure is wrong. It's very wrong. And I hope they reopen again, but it's unlikely. But just the future of it is sad, and I want to acknowledge that in this video. And anyone watching, I know you might know the place, but just, if you can, like, comment, subscribe. I would appreciate it if you share the video, and it would make a difference to me. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Speech on. Take picture. Stop recording video.